Hi you guys, it's Maya here. I just wanted to give you guys a bit of an update because I did go to my appointment on Friday afternoon and I had my follicle scan. It was cycle day 11 and my follicle was still measuring on the small side. It was only 13 millimeters and you want it to be anywhere between 18 to 20 millimeters when you give yourself the trigger shot. So it was still too small and I have to go back for another follicle scan tomorrow afternoon, and hopefully my follicle will have grown and I will be giving myself the trigger shot, my husband will be giving me the trigger shot tomorrow night. And that means that if we have a healthy embryo to put back in, I would be going in for my second frozen embryo transfer on the 14th of August, and the stakes are extra high this time around because beta would be on my 29th birthday. If I even make it to beta, because the last two times I haven't even made it to my beta, although I've gotten my period the day before. So yeah, that's where we're at. Last cycle I triggered on cycle day 12, and my follicle was big enough on cycle day 12, but this time around, but that time it was a follicle on the left side, and this time it's on the right. And also in my stimulation and retrieval cycle in May, my right side is a little bit slower than my left side. So, I mean, that means nothing other than we just have to wait a little longer for the trigger shot. So yeah, that's where we're at. I didn't mention this when I made my last video, but I have actually seen 2 lines on a pregnancy test now, because I tested the day before I got my period. At night, it was 15 DPO, 6 days past 9 day, no, the other way around. 9 days past 6-day transfer, and 7 days past the trigger shot, the HCG shot that I had to get 2 days after the transfer. So yeah, I got a positive pregnancy test, but I was very, very cautious. Neither my husband nor I were incredibly optimistic because we knew that it might just be that I still had some HCG left over in my system from the trigger shot that I got for luteal support. When I had my stimulation cycle in May, I was on progesterone suppositories for the entire luteal phase after the transfer up until the day that I got my period. And I got my period even on progesterone back then. So my body, I will get a period, just even if I'm on progesterone, I will get it. So last time I was on progesterone, like the first time I was on progesterone, last time they said it's more patient friendly, you know, it's not very fun to have to do those progesterone suppositories, and also because it was a natural cycle, as natural as these cycles can be. Instead of having to do progesterone suppositories, I received an extra trigger shot 2 days after the transfer. Now, of course, I went online to see when the HCG would be out of my system, and what I found online, and I know that Dr. Google doesn't know everything, but what I found online was that my body would metabolize about 1,000 IUs of Pregnal a day. So theoretically, by the Saturday, I gave myself the shot. Well, my husband gave me the shot on Monday. By Saturday, supposedly the HCG should be out of my system. So I waited until Monday to take a pregnancy test, and I got a positive pregnancy test. I've seen 2 lines on the test, but it was just the HCG still in my system from the shot, because the next day I got my period. So that was extra tough to deal with. So yeah, we'll see where this cycle goes. Somebody who commented on my last video, and I know that I haven't replied yet, and I've just had a hard time revisiting that video and the emotions, and that says nothing about how much your comments mean to me. I read them all, and they are really like a light in the dark for me. But anyhow, somebody had said that I should try to put all the baggage behind me and just see this cycle as a brand new opportunity and not bring it all with me. And I try to do that, and sometimes I succeed, but sometimes I don't. And actually, I made this update already on Friday night, right after my appointment. And I was in a bad mental space, and it was a negative video, and I just don't want to. I'm fine with honesty, and I've been honest and forthcoming on these videos before, but it was the devil on my left shoulder speaking. It was not a hopeful place, and I was also dealing with one of the worst parts of infertility, which is the green monster of jealousy. Because however happy you can be and truly are for somebody when they announced a miracle pregnancy that they deserve more than anyone, you, or at least I, also get a pang of jealousy, because I know that the chances of me ever having a surprise pregnancy are slim to nil. I walk around thinking, like, how do people ever get pregnant? Like, a regular couple has a 20% chance a month of getting pregnant, and people get pregnant all the time, and they get pregnant, and then the next day they go jogging and rock climbing, and those women they get pregnant and they have babies, and here we are, they put an embryo that is already there, they're right there, they didn't have to do anything. I mean, you cut the middleman, there's no fertilization, there's no going out the fallopian tubes, there's nothing. They put it right there in seemingly perfect conditions, and you have a 30% chance, so you have a 10% chance more than the average Joe or Jane, and it still doesn't work, and I'm walking around thinking, like, how does it ever happen? So yeah, and right now I'm in a better headspace. But Friday I was just beaten down and not only sad but negative, and just wondering how this is going to keep on working. And somebody else said that I keep saying that I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I am doing it, and I know that, and I will keep doing it, and you just deal with it. And because it's a cyclical thing, the moment that you get your period, 2 weeks down the line, you're thinking, well, maybe now it will work. And it's just, that's what I said before, just this frigging hope that you have. Damn hope. And I hope that you take it in the way that I mean it. It's just, as down as you can be, you also think, well, maybe next time it will work. So I'm assuming one next time will work. And yeah, so that's where we're at. And I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys, because I think I do this for me, to keep a journal, because I've been watching videos from myself from 6 months ago, and it's nothing uplifting for myself to see that there has been an evolution, even though it doesn't feel like that to me, but there has been. There has been some acceptance, and I've already been through a lot, and I've dealt with it, and I've survived, and our relationship has survived. And so I do it for myself, but I also do it because I believe in support, and I believe in creating a support network, and I want to be forthcoming. And if this helps anyone, and to know that you're not alone and feeling the way that you feel, and being afraid and frustrated and angry and scared, then if that's something that I can do for someone, then I'm going to do it. So there you go, you guys. I hope you have a nice Saturday afternoon. It's night here already for me, and tomorrow it's a new week, and hopefully I'll get to trigger and we'll be on the roller coaster again. Not that I ever got off. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye.